George McCaskey is changing his tune, and he is insisting that the Chicago Bears will not settle for less than the ultimate goal. He has some interesting comments. We're going to break that down. Today is mailbag day, my favorite day of the week, where we get to hear from you all. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it all down, but you got to bear down first. What's going on, Chicago Bears fans, and welcome back in to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C-Dub. So if y'all tuned in, love what you're listening to, hit that like button and subscribe. C-Dub. Another week away.
Another week away. You already know what I'm going to say. And I'm ramming accidentally, but I'm getting closer and closer to seeing C-Ball play football again, bro.
C-Ball, Iceman is bossing. We in here. But hey, George McCaskey, bro, he's not living in delusional land. I'm proud of him. He had some interesting comments regarding the Chicago Bears season last year, and he went on and said this: it was a great run. It was a miraculous run, surreal run, but ultimately we fell short of our goal. The goal is to win the Super Bowl. So there's some more work to be done. I think we have a good core of players. They fight like hell for each other. They fight like hell for their coach. I think they're confident that he will find some way for them to win, and that's a great and elusive ingredient in our great game. Ben Johnson, he's already said that the complacency is not going to be an issue. What do we have to be complacent about? We haven't achieved our goal. Man, that's a big thing, bro. But hey, how you feeling about that? Man, can you come pop in into the woo-wop?
Hey, I was just in here doing a live stream for the sky. I saw you brothers was recording. I was like, let me come in here and fuck with these guys, man. I love you brothers, man. I'm just coming in here as a run-in just to say what's good to y'all, man. Have a good recording.
What up, Drill? What up, Drill? Shout out, Drill.
For sure. But hey, C-Dub, how you feeling about the comments from George McCaskey?
Man, this is great to hear. Obviously, it's obvious that George McCaskey he feeling it. He loves the feel of having a competitive team, and he trying to change the outlook and the view of the Chicago Bears. We're not gonna sit on our laurels and rest on a pretty good season that happened last year. We want more. There's more to attain. We can remember a moment where we would never get a comment like this from the owners of the Chicago Bears. Well, I know Virginia McCaskey. You won't get any words from Virginia McCaskey, but George McCaskey. George, I gotta give George a lot of props, bro. I think he's getting a taste of success. And he just being greedy. He want more, nephew. Is something wrong with that? He want more, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. And just to think about it, bro, I think that he's right. You can't get complacent. And what's the most exciting thing about George McCaskey comments is that Ryan Poles has said it, Kevin Warren has said it, and Ben Johnson has said it, and Caleb Williams and all these other players, they have said it. Some way, somehow, not maybe in the same words exactly, but the same tone, the same message is the same. We got to forget about 2025. We moving into 2026 now. We cannot be complacent and think just because we made it to the division round last year that's a given. Because I look around the league, the Philadelphia Eagles just won a Super Bowl not too long ago. They got bounced. The damn Washington Commanders made it to the NFC Championship. They didn't even go to the playoffs last year. So you cannot be complacent, bro. And I appreciate it because C-Dub, since I'm a guy that wants to be and have sustained success for my franchise, for the team that I support. Can you believe, even though they have not cashed in, bro, the Buffalo Bills been in the playoffs since 2019. They have not missed the playoffs since 2019. That's 7 years in a row. And I'm pretty sure they about to go for 8 now. That's the type of success I want. Yeah, they seasons have ended in heartbreak, but ultimately, you want to give yourself a chance. And that's all I want for the Chicago Bears. And I think that they got to keep building this thing out. And that's what happens when you have a superstar quarterback like Caleb Williams. And I know my Green Bay Packers fans, y'all salty because there's players around the league while you hate it with your fake ass ownership papers. The other players around the league keep saying that Caleb Williams is that guy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And I'm glad you brought up the Buffalo Bills, because we kind of getting in their area, because it starts with getting your quarterback. We got Caleb Williams. They got that stud over there in Buffalo who will remain nameless, because this ain't about him. This is about the Chicago Bears. I would have asked you this. Who is the guy that you think that is like the rally guy that sets the culture of the organization? Because I don't think it's George McCaskey. I think he's obviously the owner, but I think somebody is rallying the team from the top down. And I think that guy is Ryan Poles. Everybody's starting to believe in Ryan Poles, and that shit is starting to reverberate throughout the organization, up, down, left, and right. It don't matter. Usually it comes from the top on down and reverberates throughout the franchise. I think this is at Ryan Poles, and everybody's believing him up like George McCaskey and the rest of those guys in the front office, and to down and Ben Johnson and Caleb Johnson, even to the kicker, Cairo Santos. What do you think about that?
Damn.
He's the low. You see, I said Cairo at the end because he's the low.
Johnson, but I get you. I get you.
Oh, Caleb Wilson. I mean, Caleb Williams.
I got you. I see. Don't even fuck it up the one.
I'm on basketball mode, nephew. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I got you. But I think that's a statement that can be held to a level to where you appreciate it, and that's one thing that we've in Chicago have been asking for the longest. Can we have some type of alignment to where there's not delusion, but there's actual what's the word I'm looking for? Conviction in what you're doing. There's absolute conviction in what you're doing. This is the way that we're going to do business. And it does start in the front office. Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles. How do you go out there and ensure that you're bringing the best players here, but you're not screwing up your future by being over thirsty, over greedy, overpaying? They do have some overpays like Dio and Dingbo and Grady Jarrett, but they could have shot themselves in the foot this offseason by overpaying some more people to try to justify some things. And they made some tough decisions, moving off of Tremaine Edmonds, moving off of DJ Moore, and still galvanizing and then making sure that they go into the draft with a plan that can be beneficial to what's to come. Darnell Wright wants to get paid, and you should want to keep him. Caleb Williams, you should want to make sure that he's surrounded by good talent for the duration of his career in Chicago. And I think that right now, the way that they're talking, Caleb Williams, he's eligible for a contract after this season. That does not say that you can't exercise the fifth-year option to save yourself or give yourself a little bit more time to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you could continue to build this out and keep taking shots. But after that 5th year, if you take care of him this offseason per se, let's say he get to the divisional round or even the NFC championship game this year and he gets in the MVP conversation, you're going to have to go out there and strike while the iron is hot, because if you wait like Jerry Jones, you're going to be overpaying. And I think that is very, very important that, to what you said, the words and the message from the top all the way down to the 53rd man and the practice squad is reverberated the same exact way. We here to win. We here to work hard. We here to make sure that we give ourselves a fighting chance to capture a chip.
That was perfectly said. And to end this, and before we get to the next topic, I would say overpaying for Caleb Williams might be an oxymoron. Just saying.
No, I'm just saying, because you right now the value is $60 million.
I understand what you're saying.
If you wait 2 more years, that could be $70 million. I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
Because Lamar Jackson trying to cash in. I'm telling you, he trying to push.
I know what you're saying. Don't get me talking crap right now. Just go on to the next topic. You want me to be cool
it's
right now.
It's time to get into the mailbag, man. We got a jam-packed day. Not a little light like last week.
I thought we was light bright like last week, bro. They was lazy last week. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we was probably off the
this y'all show too, now. This y'all show. Y'all was lazy as hell last week, bro. What's up?
Yeah. But hey, man, it's time to get into the mailbag, man. First, before we get into the mailbag, let us know how y'all feel about George McCaskey thoughts on the Chicago Bears not being complacent. Let us know down below. But hey, time to get into the mailbag, C-Dub. This first one, this for my homie.
It's your boy?
Hot Wheels. Jacob Pone.
What up, dog?
Here it is.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Jacob Pone, a.k.a. Hot Wheels. I know it's been a minute, man, but I called in to just, to let y'all know that the future is very bright, man. We can go any direction in this draft, and we can finesse. We can really finesse and really scare the league, and I'm putting all my trust in Pose. I'm putting my trust in Ben Johnson. I'm putting my trust in Dan Bouchard. I'm putting my trust in Al Harris and Dennis Allen. We got a clean slate. We got our pieces from the free agency that, that's putting us in this spot to do whatever, to go whichever direction, and either direction is going to improve the team, regardless. But my thing is, man, we need to go get Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I'm telling you, that man is a prototypical Bears, Dennis Allen, Al Harris scheme defense. The man is 6'3", 200 pounds. And that man is a dog that's willing to put his neck out there in the run game. And, he got the height, he got the length, and he got the versatility. He has the want to, he has the violence that we're seeking. Man, I think we should go safety first round pick. Because I feel like Dylan Thieneman is gonna go way higher than other people are expecting. But yeah, man, and one more thing, man. C-Dub. Come on, man. You're willing to put all your trust in P-Will. You're willing to give him as many second chances or the benefit of doubt as possible. But you can't be open-minded about Garrett Bradbury, who allowed 0 sacks and had 0 penalties. Come on now. You can't get no better than that. He was the best option out there with this blindsided move by Drew Dahmer in a sense, but we were already prepared for it. So come on, chill out.
3-minute time limit, Jacob Home, but I love what you had to say. You called out C-Dub. C-Dub, you're up.
Shout out to my brother Jacob on the Don. First of all, always that got love for my bro. First off, I'm gonna start with drafting a safety in the first round with the 25th pick. I've been hearing that it's a lot of people that's wanting a safety with the 25th pick. But me, I stay where I think where we most needed, and that's with the edge. And we need pressure on opposing quarterbacks. I wouldn't be mad if you get a great talent with the first pick at safety, but I think we're most needed at the edge position. Now, let's get to your gripe with me, Jacob Hall. Jay, it's two different situations. Let's just end this quickly. The Bulls had no hope like the Bears have hope right now. So I didn't actually advocate for Patrick Williams to give a chance and a chance and a chance and a chance. I've been on top of this for the last 2 years. I'm like, we going to quit babysitting this boy. But I don't want to keep talking about Patrick Williams because I'm already bald purposely. I don't want to lose any more hair that I don't have to lose. But when it comes to the center position for the Chicago Bears and the hope and the promise that we have with this organization and this team, I do not want any red flags protecting my most valuable asset in Caleb Williams. I don't like it. I don't like Band-Aids. When he's the most important asset that we have, get somebody that can do the job for the foreseeable future and don't slow the process by getting a Band-Aid that probably can destroy this whole plan, to tell you the truth. So I don't care. You can get as cute as you want, Jacob Capone. Come on, give him a chance. We don't have to give him anything. We don't have to give him anything. Get a young kid in here so we can protect Caleb Williams for the next 10 years. Simple as that.
I'm with you on some of the stuff. I want to touch on Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Jacob Capone, I'm 100% with you on that side. If you have an opportunity to draft him at 25, I'm cool with it. You talk about 6'3", 200 pounds plus. This man, if you coming across the middle, he hitting. If you need him to drop down in the box, he hitting. And that'll be a great versatile piece to pair next to Kobe Bryant. And like I've been saying the entire time through the draft process, for my eyes, there's 3 safeties: Caleb Downs, Dylan Fenneman, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. They're tier 1. Everybody else is tier 2. Everybody else. And I think there's a gap between tier 1 and tier 2. The second part is, I'm right with you. I'm right with you on C-Dub. I know C-Dub be playing, though, when it comes to P. Will. He be trolling. Y'all be eating that shit up. He troll. Ain't nobody rooting for Patrick Williams. We know he trash. Y'all lucky it's all the way over there because I would have pulled up the trash. He trash. But C-Dub, well, I'm agree with Jacob on that is, this is a man, fuck the PFF scores, bro. It's cool to have him for 1 year. No sacks given up. You need the young center that you're going to bring in here to develop. And it's okay to let the guy develop and bring him along. You will have your solution for the foreseeable future. It's okay to have the young center that you come in and most likely going to draft and sit behind somebody and learn, and then he can start.
Mr. NFL Central, I know you did not dismiss PFF grades in a pre-draft process. No, in a process of evaluating talent before a season. I know you didn't.
It's time to get into the next one, brother.
I know. Mr. NFL Central.
It's time to get into the next one. Appreciate the call, Jacob O. Y'all, this next one is from Milton. It is.
What's wrong with this guy?
Yo, Chicago Bears Central. Them Cognac boys, what it do? It's Milton Dark Knight calling from Virginia once again on this beautiful Friday evening. With that being said, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into it. Man, I'm hearing all these reports on your channel and everything about Ben Johnson calling his players out and the staff and everything. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. A coach that's going to hold these players and even himself and his staff accountable for the moves that they do on that football field. On the field, off the field, that's what we needed. That's what we have been looking for and been waiting for with this franchise since the days of Mike Ditka. Yeah, I just love it, man. Hopefully that'll help our players to step it up, especially with Caleb and everything. So, I just pray that this coaching staff under Ben Johnson is going to take that next step. Hopefully it's not going to be a one-off. I'm not saying it's going to be like that. I'm just hoping and praying that it's not a one-off because last year was like a miracle run for us. The comeback kings in the last quarter. And hopefully with him calling his players out, that we can play more consistent football in all 4 quarters, not just the last quarter. Because it's like, man, I know all of us had to check ourselves into the hospital or the cardiologist after the heart attack wins that we had, though. But it was a hell of a ride, though, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Number two, can't just wait to this draft. Hopefully, Poles, with him being a former offensive lineman himself, he can do right and pick the right people, especially offensively. That's going to protect Caleb Williams' blind side. I mean, it's cool we got Braxton Jones. Like, don't get me wrong, though, but if he still can't handle that bull rush, then we're going to be in some serious trouble this year. And I'm not saying that or speaking into existence, though, but Braxton better get it together. They bring you back on a one-year deal, stop him and stepping up, especially with Ozzy definitely probably going to be out for the whole season and everything. And I don't care who we draft, first. Everyone is like, we need to go draft defense first. No, we need to draft offense first. No, we need to draft the best person and people available, not only in this draft, but just all the drafts that we have, all the NFL drafts. Draft the best people that's going to come in here, bring our level up, help us to win championships, bring the Super Bowl trophy to Chicago, and keep it stepping, man. That's what it is. Hopefully, the guys that we do draft, they can make that transition from college to the pros. It'll just be seamless. We got this. We Chicago Bears, man. We don't tolerate no bullshit. Point blank, period. And last thing I'm gonna say from Mr. Poles, Ryan Poles, please don't draft anybody that's already hurt, like you did with Karan Amagaje. Man, he barely was on the damn field, man. Please don't do that to us. But anyway, gentlemen, I hope you have a good weekend. Love to hear what y'all thoughts are. Chicago up, Bear down. I'll holler at you on the next one. Holla!
Yes, sir. Shout out to my man's Milton, man. And I agree with you when it comes to Ben Johnson, bro. Don't settle for less. Last season was last season. We had a great damn time over here on Chicago Bears Central, the first winning season, hosting this channel, and we know y'all was rocking out. So many great moments, so many great plays that was made by these players that had us turned the hell up. And we was definitely checking our heart rate. And I agree with you, though. Don't get complacent. Don't believe that anybody's going to give us anything. And then when it comes to the draft, I'm going to agree with you. Best player available. I want certain people, but do what's best for the team, man, at the end of the day. And we can live with the results because last year we like Colston Loveland. What? Luther Burden. What? When most people thought it was going to be offensive line and defensive line and stuff like that. But those young rookies came in and showed the hell out because we was like, who the hell is Cal Monanga? On the real at first. And they showed up and showed out. But I'm with you, man. Do what's best for the team. And I'm with you, bro. Don't draft you could draft somebody that's injured, but you gotta know the situation because Colston Loveland was injured. But he came in and he was available and ready to go once the season rolled around and he wasn't out too long.
Yeah, that's a great point at the end there, nephew. Colston Loveland was injured, but you can already tell if you did your research on Colston Loveland at Michigan that he was going to be a fantastic player in the NFL. I love what Ben Johnson is trying to convey to his team. Keep that hunger. Skip 2 meals. Have 1 meal. Make sure you're hungry for next year. Because it's going to be tougher. It's going to be tougher. So that means we're going to have to be that much better next year. So he's trying to keep his team hungry. I respect that. When it comes to drafting people that is injured, I think that Ryan Poles should be learning his lessons, especially from Karan. I don't even remember him being on the field. The times that he was on the field, he was absolutely atrocious. So I think he should learn his lessons. He's a smart guy. And I just like the feel of this Bears team from the leadership. They're trying to convey a certain thirst to this team. They're trying to bring a thirst to the Chicago Bears organization that we can get there. We can see it in the distance. All it takes is a little bit more work and we can get to our goal, guys, but we got to stay hungry or thirsty.
For sure. Appreciate the call, Milton. Appreciate the call. C-Dub, it's time to get into this next one. This next one is from Flex.
Flex is whatever.
Yes, this is Flex, diehard Bears fan. I want to speak on my team. Ben Johnson has transformed the Chicago Bears offense to me into the Detroit offense. with a lot of explosives. Now, on the defensive end, I think at pick number 25, if we miss on McNeil Warren at 25, I think this is a deep class of pass rushers. I think we need a bunch of dogs on our defensive line. I think we should go get Christian Miller, defensive tackle from Georgia, with the number 25 pick, because it's a deep safety class. We can get a safety at 57 or 60. And another sleeper in the draft is, I think at 57 or pick 60, we should look at Cal Lewis, linebacker / safety out of Pitt. I think he can play. We can put him at the in the box. He's a bigger. He can play in that middle of the field area, but I think he can play safety too. And yes, and one more, Red Murdoch from Buffalo, linebacker, led the nation in takeaways. We should look into him too. And as always, bear down.
All right. Appreciate the call, Flex. C-Dub, what you got?
When it comes to drafting safeties this draft, I really don't think the Chicago Bears, I could be wrong, absolutely, but I think they're pretty much set at safety at this present moment. I will be a little surprised if they go those first 4 rounds and get a linebacker. I'm sorry, what did I say? A safety? I mean linebacker. I just don't see it. A lot of young talent that we have on this team already in Hippolyte, and you got veterans like TJ Edwards still on the team. You got a lot of guys coming back from injury. You got I just think that's probably most likely not going to happen with the linebacker being drafted in the first 4 rounds. Yeah, and the Chicago Bears, they see, let me just take that back, because I don't know what the hell Ryan Poles gonna do, bro. So let me just probably take everything that I just said back.
It's all good, man. Hey, man, Flex, you mentioned Kyle Lewis out of Pitt, bro. I like what dude can do on the football field. It's gonna be interesting to see how teams view him, though, because for a linebacker, I feel like he's a bit smaller. At least he has the height and some weight, but I feel like he on the smaller side. It'll be interesting to see if teams try to convert him to a safety spot. But I think that with the 25th pick, if you go and get Christian Miller, I wouldn't be mad at that. He's a really good, solid player. He understands where he needs to be. Me and Steve-O broke him down on NFL Central to a T. And Steve-O, he does really good with breaking down the trenches, players in the trenches, because he played in the trenches. So I think that's something that we got to keep our eyes on, man. And I think that what C-Dub said is valid. We don't know what the hell these guys are going to do, because they always do something to where we be like, you got to get him. And then they just be like, nah, we want him. So we just got to sit back and relax and wait. But hey, C-Dub, let's get into this last one for the day. This last one is from my guy, Fred.
What's up, hey? Cognac boys, Big Cass Steve-O, man. What it do? It's be your boy Fred, man. I just want to get this off my chest real quick. I know the draft is right around the corner. We got a few weeks from it or whatever, though, man. And I'm just looking forward. I know everybody got their prediction on what the Bears gonna do. I'm just sitting back and just gonna watch, see what other moves the Bears gonna make. Hopefully Ryan Poles make the right moves. You know what I'm saying? For us to get back to that, winning the division. And hopefully we won't be 2-4 in the division this time. But I just want to say this, man, to the main media that disrespected Ben Johnson, like Ben wasn't a good coach, and his first year to get us to the playoffs and to win the division and, to do what he did, and y'all still disrespect the man in the rankings like that. Man, I just can't wait till after this offseason and the season start that the Bears, get to taking names and kicking ass, man, because I'm so tired of ESPN, FS1, just all the main media just be disrespecting the Bears. Like, what do they got against us, though? Like, I don't understand, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, the hate is real, I see. So they think, the Bears can't, repeat what they did this past season. I believe they can. I believe they only going to get better than what they are, though. So all that, the losing mentality, the losing season the Bears had, that shit over with, man. So they might as well face it and just accept that we here. You know what I'm saying? We here and we finna take over the North, and hopefully that we don't never give it back until they can actually, dethrone us. Now, as far as the draft, goes, I hope the Bears, get some rookies that can start, and help this team, get over, especially, on defense as well, though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking forward to that, see what rookies gonna come in and contribute, and Shamar Turner coming back and he do his thing and prove people wrong. And far as him trading for Dexter, Dexter, he's a good DT, don't get me wrong, but paying him all that money, and then we got to pay Caleb, and we still got to pay Darnell Wright. I don't know. Now, if he's willing to take a pay cut, then that's fine. But if not, then hey, we just gonna continue to build through the draft. Get some players through free agency and go for that. But let me know what you think, fellas. Chicago up, bear down to nothing. Let's get it.
Appreciate the call, Fred. And just for references on that NFL coaching rankings, I see the two, and I just laughed. But Ben Johnson came in at 13. Just a couple coaches ahead of him for reference, y'all, is Kevin O'Connell at 12, D'Amico Ryans at 11, Matt LaFleur at 10, Nick Sirianni at 9, Dan Campbell at 8, Mike Vrabel at 7, just to name a few. But C-Dub, what you got for Fred?
Yeah, I'd rather have the hate than the false hope. So I'll use all of this being ranked 13th as the 13th best head coach, and people saying that you possibly ain't gonna be as good as you were last year. Use that as motivation, bro. I'd rather have that than people telling me that the Bears going to the Super Bowl. Oh, the Bears gonna get that. That's so cold. It's gonna be hard to beat them. That's all false hope. I'd rather have the hate, Chief. Give me that before you give me some false hope, bro.
I agree with you on that standpoint, and I think that the hate is love at the end of the day. Sounds crazy. The hate is love. You want to know why? I got a crazy man as my head coach, and I got a crazy man as my quarterback. Y'all see how he been doing Troy Aikman, right? Fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm riding with Ice, man. I'm riding with C-Ball, as C-Dub call him. I'm rocking with my guys. So keep throwing the hate on Chicago, and we're going to keep shutting y'all ass up. Remember last season, they was like, I don't even think the Bears make it to the playoffs. Then the Bears get in the playoffs. I don't even think the Bears will win a playoff game. Then the Bears win a playoff game.
Every time.
Keep going. Say that the Bears are going to finish last in the NFC North, please, because I think that they're going to prove everybody wrong. And I absolutely love everything else that you said, Fred.
Yeah. We're going to keep hating, bro. They can't stop this. This shit like a meteor. Just like an asteroid. It's like an asteroid. You can't stop it. A comet. You can't stop it, bro. It's coming.
The comet we season our tub with?
Fucking Chicago brothers, bro. A comet from outer space, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Sometimes you gotta season a tub, bro. You see that?
You still I got that shaking that hand.
Look at that, boy. That's that
boy.
You
still shaking? Don't you still shaking that powder to clean that tub?
No. We got spray now.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say this ain't 1980, motherfucker.
But hey, man, C-Dub, that's it for the day, man. You got anything left?
One more week down the drain.
His ass gonna be saying this for the next 40 weeks.
I try to get the C-Ball, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if y'all haven't already. The closer I get to you, I'm talking about the season, y'all. The more you make me feel. I think that's how I go.
Over and over again. That's how Jackie Chan's done it. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. We on the road to 30K. Help us get there by just doing a simple task.
Incredible.
Hit that subscribe button, man. But hey, If you want to be a part of the mailbag episode, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears, man. We appreciate y'all. Chi-Town up and bet down, baby. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.